Hello, everyone, and hello, Karoganite. Welcome to another terrible live stream. I figured we can just hang out today for a little while, play some Power Line, and I don't know if maybe some other people come around and we have enough players we can play a game of Risk or two maybe today. But otherwise, if anybody wants to come hang out, give me a second here. Here is the link. All right. Also, what I was also wanted to do was, Captain Trek, if you're watching this or listening to this later, I don't know if I offended you with what I was saying in your chat and during your stream, but I was just trying to be honest with you, man, and not sugarcoat anything. So if I did offend you, sorry, but yeah. Hey, Bird, and hello, Positive Candor. How you doing?
I guess I offended Captain Trek, so sorry about that.
I'm guessing one of us did since it ended so fast, but
Yeah, it happens.
who knows? It happens, you know. It's the internet. But how you doing, man? What are you up to?
Just chilling for the moment. You know?
I feel you, man.
Well, I can.
Today, there's not much I can do. It's snowing outside again. It's already winter here for some reason, which is terrible.
Yeah. So what's the wind chill factor? Because they always say that.
We don't have a wind chill quite yet, but
okay.
I'm sure that's next.
Yeah. I know growing up in Missouri, it was like, okay, the wind chill factor is minus 15, even though the temperature's 15 degrees. But, but the wind chill is minus 15. And even though it snowed 8 feet, you still got to go to school. Of course, nowadays, once they mention the word snow, they cancel school. But, back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how, because I mean, when I usually leave in the morning, all the kids are leaving for school too now, and it's just funny how many parents will actually just drive their kids to the bus stop now instead of having them just walk down the damn block.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that all the time too. I guess people just being careful. I can understand it.
Well, yeah. I'm sure my parents would have been arrested for half the stuff they let me do when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn it.
Yeah, my parents always left me and my brothers and sisters just at home by ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the money for a babysitter, anything like that. Yeah.
Probably around 14 years old, my parents started trusting leaving me at home alone.
Hello, world.
Hey, Bird. How's it going?
Kapla.
Nephew O'Bray is here, so there's a lot of noise.
That's all right.
Okay, so you talking already? Is that what you mean?
He hit me a few times.
He hit you? Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was talking maybe or something already.
No, I'm not talking. He's making noises like he's talking.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, Sassy gets jealous, and she wants to play.
Jealous of all the attention he is getting over her.
Sassy's literally right next to the bed, trying to throw her duck at me. So I play with her. I'll play Sassy, but I can't reach it.
Yeah, doesn't she know you're, disabled? No.
I can reach her head. I can pet her head, but she
okay.
doesn't want that. She wants me to hold the duck.
Hold the duck. How about that?
It's Mr. Duck.
Mr. Duck.
Bring in the bed so I can reach it.
That's her favorite toy, I'm guessing.
Our favorite toy, yeah.
Is a duck, huh? Does it squeak or whatever? The duck?
It
I'm
does
guessing?
squeak,
Okay.
though she doesn't usually squeak it, but
Oh, okay.
it's just a stuffed duck. She likes to pretend it's a puppy at times, carry it around. She likes me to throw it. She fetches it.
Yeah. Okay. Brings it back to you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all cool stuff.
Okay. Power lines.
Is Charlie and her kind of play or not really?
Uh, Charlie will go over to her. I mean, she'll go over to Charlie and sniff him. Not really play, though.
Right. Okay.
I seem to be in a different. I seem to be in a different room than Cinnabon. I have all different players as top players.
We'll move them.
When you die, well, just when you die next,
Okay.
there'll be a link for the URL you're in.
Well, how many versions of this they got going at once? A bunch, I'm guessing.
Well, when it gets crowded, they open up more rooms.
Okay.
I mean, on quiet times, you see at the top left, yeah. At quiet times, there's only a single one.
There we go. I was playing in a room with only about 4 of us the other night, and the board was so small.
Wow, the leaderboard is so tiny. Huh. That's weird.
I got stuck.
Somebody was so close to me, I couldn't tell which one was me.
"47 Yorktown says nephew is trying to show dominance like a true Klingon."
Ah, damn it.
Oh, God damn it.
Ah, there you are. There you are.
All right. So positive, are you kind of going back to daily things about doing movie streams again?
For the moment, well, I can.
Okay.
Like I said, until I get a more permanent work schedule again, basically.
Okay. Next, I had noticed that you were uploading again, so nice.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it was good to take a break. I think every once in a while, there was really nothing on besides lower decks, anyway. But now, yeah, that Discovery and the Mandalorian is getting ready to come on for its second season, I'm like, yeah, might as well cover this stuff, you know.
Hmm. I still haven't
So,
seen The Mandalorian.
yeah, okay. Well, second season starts next Friday. I don't know, Bert, have you watched it or not? Or are you not into it either? I'm guessing.
Mandalorian, I've never seen it.
Okay, so you're not into it, basically, huh?
I think I'll wait till season 2 ends and then binge it.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Probably what
only eight.
I'll end up doing
Only
too.
eight. Yeah, only 8 episodes again this season. So it is short, which is, I guess, good in a way.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Kiki. How you doing? The episodes aren't that long, right? They're like only a half an hour usually, right?
Yeah, about 30 to 40 minutes, I guess, is what they average.
Yeah, I actually
Basically.
just heard that the other day. I thought they were hour-long episodes.
No, I know Discovery has been stretching it pretty close to the hour limit.
Which they
But if
should on a streaming service. Use the entire damn hour if you're going to promote it as an hour show.
yeah,
I know they have to still edit it for commercials and other markets, but screw those guys. They can edit it down themselves. Even though I don't even really like this show. Tiki says, too bad Luke died like a bitch. I'm done with Star Wars. And Thomas wants Dear Bob. He says, I think if I watch Mandalorian in a vacuum, I might like it. Oh, there's Bird. And that demon guy that likes to kill me. Shit. Says Bird won't watch Mandalorian because he hired them to get orphan baby Yoda because Bird of Prey wanted to eat him. Well, he could be tasty. Might be like frog legs, right? Shit. I don't like this new keyboard. And Tiki watched the new Ghost in the Shell on Netflix with his girlfriend over the weekend, and I wish the animation was hand drawn though. That's another thing I haven't watched yet either. I was gonna watch that Alita movie the other day, and then I was watching the preview, and yeah, her eyes were just freaking me out, so I decided I couldn't watch it. Putting giant anime eyes on a live action person just doesn't work. I'm sorry. Fuck Trump. All right, we could destroy this guy. Oh, shit. Killed by a Biden supporter. Netflix buys all these anime properties because they can make them in CGI. Pisses me off. Yeah. They do look a lot better when they're hand drawn, I think. I think also when they go to CGI, they
All right, I'm
tend
back.
to overdo a lot of the scenes, so you're paying more attention to the CGI than how the story is.
But yeah, I might have a job lined up here pretty soon again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. What's it gonna be, or can't you say?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to say yet.
Don't want to jinx it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, hopefully it'll work out. I guess we'll see.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I think I've got something deal lined up for the end of the year, but I don't know yet, so I haven't said anything to anybody yet.
Yeah, like I said, it's possible. It's not something definite yet, but
Right.
you know, should know by yeah, probably in the next week or two for sure.
That's good. Damn it. Thomas says TDS is real. It is. New Ghost in the Shell looks like a video game cutscene, which is a shame because in the 1995 movie is amazing. Still looking still. Yeah, I did like the 95 movie. That's pretty much the only one I've seen. There was another one I think that came out.
Ghost in the Shell. That's the one with Scarlett Johansson in it, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Okay. Just making sure.
I know everyone watching us sit there and play Snake probably isn't the most fun thing to do, but I don't have my joystick set up, so I didn't want to play Flight Simulator right now.
Yeah. Do they?
My medieval pounding, you guys could have watched it. All the women reject me.
Do they have mods for that yet?
They do. Some of them,
that's what I
some are free. Most of them are paid for.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of annoying.
Yeah,
especially when they had you already pay $100 for the damn thing.
Really, that's how much the game costs? $100?
Well, you can get the base version for $50, but if you want the full version with all the airplanes that they offer, then you have to pay the $100.
Wow. Yeah, so you're going to end up paying $100 basically, no matter what. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I already did.
No, I mean even if you bought the basic version with upgrading, you would basically be paying $100 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine. So what mods do they have, or have you gotten? I guess.
Oh, I got a bunch of the sci-fi ships like the Enterprise and Millennium Falcon, Serenity.
You can fly those, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, but they're all based on like small propeller planes, so
they're not fast.
They basically just took the model of the ship and just replaced it with the airplane model, so it still flies like an airplane. And then, I mean, it is kind of funny taxiing the Enterprise down the runway, but and then there's some free airports in there. There's some scenery. I've got a big ass Star Destroyer sitting over Sydney Harbor, and there's a Godzilla sitting in the ocean next to San Francisco now. I mean, most of it's just static scenery stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder why they allow some of these names in this game, in these games. Because it's a true free and open forum, Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the names are definitely weird.
And Nancy says, hello, my little tiki ray of sunshine. Thomas says hello to Nancy. Nancy says hello, friend Thomas Potts. What's the good word? Josh says down with Berto Biden 5 and his evil empire Kuroga. Nancy loves this game. That's a fun time killer. I'm guessing it's probably just really boring to watch on a stream, though. It's too friggin' bad. Let's see, Nancy. Tiki says, I wish Godzilla would come to San Francisco, right?
Good question, huh?
Just sink California into the ocean right already. Jesus. This is prototype Prometheus, Thomas.
Or it could be Alien Prometheus, right?
God, I suck at this now. I was actually doing really well the other night when I was playing. I got the first place, and I held for a good 2 minutes by avoiding everybody, and I was was kind of just going along the edge of the map, and then finally someone caught up to me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was going to ask if there's a way to cheat in this game. So you basically go to the edge of the map and just hang out there?
Yeah, just stay away from everyone.
Yeah.
Let them run into you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Sounds easy enough.
I just hate when I get into this area, like with a bunch of people in it, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up getting stuck here. Find my way out of here. Number 9. Thomas Bond says, ask Bird of Prey how to cheat. Josh says, so this is Snake Online. Yeah, pretty much. Josh Street. Competitive Snake. Let's see. Lex Luthor was the real hero of Superman the movie. He was trying to do us all a favor and sink California. That's what I thought too. Says, I love San Francisco. Got pregnant with my son there. The architecture and history has always intrigued me. Plus the ride up from the oh my god, the chat Jones. Plus the ride up from LA to San Francisco on PC Highway has always been her favorite.
Yeah, I always wanted to live in Otisburg.
Tucker does all the cheat codes for this game. He's got a game genie for the game. And Tiki says, Nancy, I used to love San Francisco, but I agree the architecture and history are still what I like are what I still like. And they've added some real ugly buildings, so sorry. I'm trying to read and not collide at the same time. Leave me alone, darkness. God damn it, JJ. This guy. Damn it. All right, Biden. Oh, for God's sake. I've kind of learned that I'm okay at this game as long as I just stay away from everybody. The second I try and start killing people. There, that was better. Did you get Evan? Nancy says, yes, I know all those buildings need to fall. Oh, shit. The older ones will withstand an earthquake. Just collapse all the ugly ones. So did they fix a lot of the buildings in San Francisco? Because weren't they saying that they were still mainly just brick facade buildings? So if there was an earthquake, that pretty much every building would be destroyed. Isn't a lot of San Francisco actually sitting on top of a sandbar, which seems kind of stupid. Nancy left in the 1980s. In 1980s, saw what was coming, moving in, and saying, "F no, ruined my Cali." Says not as many Biden signs here in the East Bay as you'd think. Really? Ah. Damn it, Biden. He says, yes, San Francisco's built on a landfill. All right. Everything's pretty stable over there. Gotcha. AOC for the Futu future. Sorry, AOC. No future for you. Fuck. And she says San Francisco stood the test of time, being how it was built, and those stone buildings should be taken care of. Once again, trying to get rid of history. F the offended ones. You need to be shot.
All right, catch you later.
All right, positive. You have a good day, man.
All right, you too.
Thanks for coming by.
Take care, positive.
Put them out of their misery. Let me check one thing here. Ah. Pause. Damn it, Dr. Pepper. Hey, Captain Trek, how's it going, man? Here, let's see. Damn it. Damn it. You're welcome to come hang out, Captain, if you want to. Anyone's welcome to come on and hang out if they want to. Oh, that's okay, Captain Trek. We don't always have to be doing good every day. Everyone's allowed to have a couple of those days. Well, you most exciting gentlemen, I need coffee and start packing more for my move to Colorado, way up in nowheres. All right, Nancy, you have a good day. I rewatched AT stream. I see you were sad he didn't invite. I know, right, Thomas? I sat by the phone all day long waiting for a message again. It's just another week gone by that I've been shunned by the anti-trucker. I actually just thought it was I thought it was funny how uncomfortable he looked when he was like, "Well, I don't have your contact information." I made it all worth it. I actually wasn't serious. I only said that because he had said that you had talked to Matthew, he wasn't available. He had talked to somebody else, they weren't available. So I just decided to throw in the I was available. And Nancy gives Captain Trek a cup of coffee and some cake. I'm a bit jealous, Captain Trek. Skip the coffee, but I would enjoy some cake. All right, we're gonna concentrate this round and see if we can actually get to the top 5. Highly doubt it, but we're gonna try. I think so. God damn it. All right, one more try. Let's see. So the other day I had sorry. The other day I had both the rabbits out, and they were doing really good for a good day and a half. They were hanging out together, there were no problems, no fighting. Then is it the not yesterday, but the night before? Um, I got woken up at 3 in the morning. I could hear them just running around and crashing into things down here in the living room. So I came running downstairs, and they got into a huge fight. Kalis had Cinnabon pinned down and was pretty much attached to his arm. So I had to sit there and figure out a way to pry his mouth open. Finally, he let go. So unfortunately, Cinnabon got a pretty bad bite on his arm. He was bleeding for a little while, but it stopped pretty damn quick. So I didn't end up taking him to the vet. Um, and you could actually see get a pretty good gash taken out. But like I said, since it stopped bleeding and he's able to walk on his arm still, and it's not bothering him at all, I figured he'll be fine. Just need to keep the two monsters separated from each other, at least for now. So now they're in completely separate areas of the house. Kalis is upstairs, kind of by my bedroom, and then Cinnabon has basically still the run of the house downstairs, and then some upstairs, but he's just not allowed in the other rabbit's bedroom right now. But the weird thing is that even after that, there's still, I mean, Cinnabon is still, he's upstairs right now, and they're just sitting at the fence, just hanging out with each other. So I think that probably what's going to happen is they'll have to just be separated by the fence forever, and only let out to play with each other for short periods of time, because I think they just get sick of each other after a little while and start trying to beat the crap out of each other. I have no idea. Maybe I just need to stay out of the room too, because like I said, they're completely fine for a day and a half. Well, no, because I was upstairs sleeping when they fought, when they were fighting, so they were obviously not starting a fight just because I was in the room. That's been my excitement for the last couple days. And then I was going to do another stream here soon. I know I put a poll up on Twitter, but I just didn't have things ready for it to go yet. So, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do it as a video series instead of a live series, because otherwise each live stream would probably be like 10 hours long, and I don't think I want to do it that. Obviously, it could be multi-parts too, but then I'd have to be able to keep it up. Really lost my train of thought. Sorry. So that's what happens when you pick the name Bird of Prey suggested, right? Well, I mean, I did pick Waffles, and he was Waffles for a good day and a half, but then when I started seeing that he was constantly fighting and he was a battle bunny, I needed to give him I needed to change his name to match his attitude. Since he was clearly a warrior bun. Please don't trap me. Damn it. Damn it. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. One Kurogan second. Thomas. They're different than normal seconds. I'll try and do this one more time to get to the top of the leaderboard, and then probably just call it a day. I can go spend another 5 hours solving a puzzle. That probably should have taken me like a half an hour to solve, but god damn it. I've been playing these I got this game that it's basically I don't know if you guys ever played like those Shenzhen IO games or whatever where you basically make circuit boards and or it's basically kind of like, you know, it's kind of like Polybridge, but instead of Polybridge, instead of making a bridge, you have to build a factory that creates certain parts or whatever. So I was playing that last night. Well, I've been playing off and on for a while, but the first 3 levels were pretty easy, but completely stumped on this next one. Show you guys what, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Might as well. There's nothing else to do. See how far we can get on this round first, and then we'll switch games real quick. And then you guys can see if there's a solution I'm not seeing. And I'll show you the stupid puzzle that took me almost well, I shouldn't even say almost. It basically was the entire day to solve the stupid puzzle. I just had it sitting on my computer all day long, and then while I was listening to people live stream all day, I would just go back to it and work on it for about an hour here, an hour there. We're in number 2. Awesome. Come on, get to number 1, fucker. Oh, he's twice my score. There's no way I'm getting to number 1. Never mind. Oh my god, I'm number 1. Sweet. Not for long, though. I just got myself stuck. God damn it. Oh well, we got to be the king for at least 30 seconds. Probably not even that long. Alright, let me pull up that other thing real quick. Hello, Arvik. Welcome. There it is. Switch that. And 1 second. Pause loads. Oh shit, I need to pull. Where the hell is my phone? Oh. Okay, sorry, I'm just pulling up the stream on my phone. There we go. Okay, now we can do that. Oh, he's got Charlie over, so they've got some distractions over there. Alright, so this is a stupid puzzle I'm working on right now. Basically, what you have to do is I need to figure out how to. There we go. So out of this one up here, you get these solid blocks. So I'm gonna need 4 solid blocks that are welded together. on top of each other. But then I need to divert 2 of those blocks into this stupid grinder thing so it makes the part over here. And then the other parts are the last 2 parts come out of here. So then they would have to weld to the top piece. I have no idea how to do that one yet. I'll show you the one that. Yeah, this is the one. Oops. On this one, basically what I had to do is make this make this cross-like thing here, and then have it go through the stamper thing to get these end pieces on. So what I figured I'd do, before I was trying to build the actual middle piece right away, but it just wouldn't work. So I started doing 3 of them, sending the 3 over here to actually get stamped, and then send the 1 parts over. The problem was it took me an hour to figure out how to get this thing to line up correctly so I could actually attach everything. But then it finally did work, so I was happy about it. These are the dumb puzzles I've been doing. But anyway, let's go to one of the easier ones. Oh, this one I also skipped as well because I couldn't figure this one out either. Basically wants you to build a rocket, but I have no idea how to get this all to stack up, and yeah, this one was just be too difficult. I think I have no idea how to even solve this one. Let's see where all the parts come out of. So the bottom piece would come out of here. Then we need what 3 of these middle pieces off of here, and then the top cone piece. So I'm guessing we just have to drop them down onto it, but the problem is trying to figure out a long enough delay so all these pieces just don't start stacking on top of each other, which is the problem I have with that spinning one. I'm just gonna try to figure this one out. Let's see, if we go like this, and just drop it down. Alright, so that'll work. Alright, so that's just a normal block, so that does drop. Okay, so that one's good. So now we just need to collect 3 blocks. Wait. So I wonder if Huh. Hey, Joseph.
What's the name of the game?
Infinifactory.
Looks almost like, what is it called? This block game at the first glance. By the way, greetings from the future. Hi, Jim. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? I just realized
Oh, early, I think.
I even didn't know that you were streaming, that somebody was streaming. I still have like a huge Excel file here open that I need to finish, and it's basically pissing me off.
Yeah, I wasn't really going to stream today, but then I didn't really have anything else to do, so I figured, what the hell, might as well. Hey, Captain Trek, how's it going, man?
Hey,
Captain Trek, welcome to the stream. Greetings from the future. And what's the purpose of the game? Because I don't know this at all.
Basically, you just have to create a factory to actually create the part that they show you right here, and then send whatever how many. So they need 10 of these missiles. So you have to build 10 missiles and send them over here. They have to be completely built and put together, so it's actually moving the entire. Actually, let me go to an easier level that's done to actually show you. So like munitions, mostly this one. Basically, all you do is set up however you're going to use your factory to build whatever you need to. Then just run it, and then it collects the parts it needs to until it's done. So I suppose it's kind of like Polybridge in a way, where instead of making a factory, and then you get this. It's kind of like the same thing in Polybridge, where you get your work compared to everybody else's to see where you.
At first, I was like, is he playing some new version of Minecraft, or
Mm-hmm. I got this game along with I got it in a bundle. It also came with that game called Shenzhen IO, where you basically build circuit boards, but you actually have to know some minor programming, and so I just couldn't figure it out. I was going to play it one of these days when the LDG was around and try to see if he could help me figure it out, but
I require from my games mindless destruction.
That's why the snake game is good.
Come again, Bert?
So that's why the snake game is good. Mindless distraction.
Destruction.
Destruction.
Oh, destruction.
Not distraction. Distraction.
Well, sorry.
Yeah,
and hello, everybody. Sorry, I was busy with Nephew Opray.
That's completely understandable, and that's completely fine. And
Joseph,
definitely,
that's a good excuse. We know you were
Arabic
asleep.
Sonder, Thomas Potts, Tiki of Doom, Nancy, Rock Solid, even. Wow, everybody's here.
Hey, Rock Solid.
Jim is popular, you know.
Oh, not really.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. You have here the core community, but you're not popular at all.
No, not at all. I'm the backup, and there's nothing else going on. I help people kill time. Oh, you know what? Screw it.
Thank the stars, it's Friday. I can tell you that I'm so done, tired, and still didn't finish with my work. And it's actually like 7 p.m. and it feels like midnight to me.
Yeah, me too. But just because I've been staying up way the hell too late lately. I need to stop staying up and watching Star Trek at 3 a.m. because that's.
You know what? That's my problem. I was last night. Captain Chuck, you were there with me, right? What who was it? LD stream, was it?
When?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was still like 7 Central, and I was still up, and it was like 2 a.m. and I was like falling asleep. Then I got up at 6:30 in the morning, and then I had like comatose faces during the day. And the worst thing is during conference calls. This is the funniest thing, and this happens to you when you are listening to somebody who is talking
Mhm.
with the worst possible English accent, with a monotone voice for 5 minutes. And you are dozing off. Literally, your eyes are closing. It's like being under hypnosis, And your eyes are your eyelids are getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Your breathing is shallow. Your mind is calming. Literally this type of voice. And then and they have the audacity to ask you something.
Yeah.
Like there's one good thing that you can always say. Sorry, the connection is breaking up. I didn't hear the question.
Right. Yep. Does Bird hear us? I think so, Thomas.
The connection's breaking up. I couldn't hear the question. I think honestly, as Joseph was explaining that, I was getting more and more sleepy. I should nap before bed life.
You mean again, since you were just asleep?
I wasn't asleep today. Not during a stream.
What stream? Did you stream today?
No, I said I wasn't asleep today, not during any stream.
Okay.
I was on other people's streams today.
Where were you?
But I didn't stream. I don't know.
What did I miss?
Captain Track.
Captain Track, yes. You had a stream that was on like for 23 minutes. I came to the stream and it said like it's private.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't watch it. And basically I came like I clicked on Twitter and there was like the notification. Fast. I clicked on it and the stream was gone.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
Well, it ended when I was typing. So, Captain, I hope you didn't end things because of what I was saying in the chat.
No.
All right, good. I felt kind of bad. It's like, oh shit, I said some things.
I'm doing bed life an hour early at the 4 p.m. Eastern time to accommodate Wesley, who has to go to work at 5. Yeah, but you would stay up anyway, Joseph.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Wesley
exactly.
has to go to work, so he's on a hard break at 5. He leaves. Yeah. So we got to get to Dear Bops first. After the introductions, we'll get to the Dear Bops.
Dear Bops. I need to write some Dear Bops.
You don't need to write any Dear Bops. Okay? Unless you actually have a question, they don't need to write Dear Bob.
Everyone, if you have a question, please write Dear Bob.
If I mute and I stop talking for a long time, I've probably fallen asleep.
That's okay.
That's right.
We're used to it.
Dear Bob,
I don't say anything.
I have an embarrassing problem.
Oh, God.
I really hope this is anonymous. Okay, and now with the idea, I need to come up with something.
Yeah, it's all about Wesley, Thomas. It's all about Wesley.
Wesley, Thomas.
Wesley keeps the stores packed with, wipes and Purell and stuff of that nature. He's a very important person to know.
Wow, Rock Solid. Now I'm extremely surprised. Rock says, I did confession. I didn't hate Disco episode 2. Wow, that's a huge confession coming from you.
Wow.
You know what? I liked the episode. I liked the episode until the absolute end. There, the episode literally pissed me off, like extremely.
You probably
Because
can tell from my tweets I didn't really like the episode.
I had a slight feeling, yes. Yeah. And because under one video I wrote a Treglet, one of those guys in the Star Trek community who are, like, let's say, more positive inclined to the new Star Trek.
Mhm.
But the guy knows his Trek. He knows his Trek. You can say that. He knows everything from TOS to the latest episodes. He knows his Trek. And I wrote there, very well episode that was completely nullified by the eternal savior Michael Burnham. I really like Seneca Martin Green, but I'm getting annoyed by the writing for Michael Burnham more and more with each episode. And here I used the one thing that I offered you to use in your video. If the Vampire Eyes was not a plot, we could have been spared from the last 10 seconds of complete cringe. Oh, and yes, we need more Jetrino, because he was very happy with Jetrino. And there was a guy who replied to me, how is it cringe? It's completely logical that Michael and Book would find the disco crew first, given that she's been in this new timeline longer and and was looking for them. Not to mention, and then he describes basically the whole plot of the episode, like I wouldn't watch it. Yeah. And I basically replied, the fact that the very where is my reply to that comment? Where is my reply to that comment? Where is it? Did somebody delete my comment?
Probably.
This is.
You can't argue about Star Trek anymore. People get angry. I suppose I should say that, well, I didn't like the episode.
Wow. Really? Somebody deleted my comment? Okay, because it says view 2 replies. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. It's not. It was just. It's just a hidden reply. I don't know why. So the guy is called Captain Pikachu. Where it says Pike at you, like sneezing Captain Pike. I don't know why. What was the total cringe? Simple. Burnham in slow motion, surrounded by halo like the second coming of Christ. And once again, the crew, despite all attempts, looks like. And where is the? I want to see my whole reply here. Basically, looks like a bunch of incapable morons that are not able to do anything without being saved by Michael, which is which is a total fact. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they really don't need the rest of the cast. Like, they just did.
And I wrote, if they wanted to unite them again, unite them in the future. I gave a good example how 7 of 9 appeared on the in Picard. That was a badass move. Her flying in with the ship and chasing away the Romulans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sacrificing her ship. That was a badass move. And they could have done something like this, not this really like almost a biblical appearance of Michael Burnham on the screen of the Discovery. It was like literally double face palm. No.
Parasitic ice, man. That stuff's nasty.
And you know what? And I honestly liked the episode. I liked everybody, even Tilly, and I don't like Tilly in particular, especially from season 2, because they made her a joke of a character. She used to be quirky and funny in season 1, but she became just a stupid comic relief in season 2. And so, but even in this episode, I liked her character. I have a soft spot for Giorgio for some reason. I don't know why.
Can't stand Giorgio.
That's racist.
Can't stand it. I cannot stand her accent either. Just listening to her is just cringe. I'm sorry.
You know what? When you realize that basically, I think the overwhelming majority of her film career was done in China.
Oh yeah,
in Chinese movies. So honestly, you know what is with her accent? It is because she's speaking slower than everybody else.
Mhm.
That's the thing, and I can tell you from experience that basically if English is not your first language, and you want to express yourself without stupid breaks and without errors in the speech pattern and everything, you have to speak slower, and even thinking. I can tell you that when I switch to English, my thinking slows down considerably compared to Slovak, just because I need to really think about what I'm trying to say and how I'm trying to express myself so that everything is clear. So this is something that I can completely understand why it's happening there, and honestly, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I can understand everything you're saying. Half the time when Giorgio is speaking, it sounds like she has marbles in her mouth. It's like spit it out. And
you know what? And this comes from the Chinese language. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, I mean, some of my Japanese friends do that too, and I make fun.
This is what I wanted to say. Especially, I can tell you that probably I would speak with whatever accent if I lived somewhere in whatever part of the United States or whatever part of the UK. I would within 3 months I would speak with the local accent. This is something that happened to me multiple times in Germany as well. They basically when I had like questions and they were like, okay, just go and ask at home whatever your mother needs or whatever. And I was like, sorry, my mother is like 1,200 kilometers away from here. They were like, okay. It's simply because I can soak up the accents. But the problem is with me that even when I speak English during the day, the whole time, with different people within the company, none of them is native speaker. None of them. So basically, the only native speakers that I'm talking to is you guys when I'm hearing those streams, and all of you have different accents and everything. And
I would love to hear you after being dropped into the deep south.
You know what? I can tell you.
Cowboy Joseph.
No, I can tell you one thing. Living like 3 months with let's say with Mr. Londell or in that area, I would sound like somebody from Gone with the Wind.
Now that I'd like to hear.
To me as well. My wife is asking here for login to something.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm peeling.
So okay.
Trying to peel tape off of the package here. 1 second.
I was like, you are eating something healthy, like an orange or a mandarin or something.
Are you kidding me? He drinks Diet Coke and eats crap.
That's right.
His bunnies eat healthy, but
They
he
do.
doesn't.
They do.
Actually,
It's actually kind of funny because every now and then I'll go to the grocery store and I'll buy a shit ton of lettuce and whatnot, and the checkout person will be like, "Hey, you eating healthy, huh?" It's like, "Yeah, no, it's all for my rabbits."
The fun part is I literally made myself a bowl today of lettuce, onions, tomatoes. I put in there tuna, a little bit lemon, and I ate it. Yeah,
Ooh.
that was basically everything I had today.
Mm-hmm.
Bowl of salad. Yeah, that's me. I don't know why, but I like the healthy food. I literally, but it is a it is a mindset, definitely. Like eating in McDonald's, I always feel guilty.
Really?
Yeah, it's dumb, right?
I like McDonald's.
I wouldn't mind.
Too much, I think.
I wouldn't mind going to McDonald's in like Japan. Now those look cool.
They're expensive. They're retarded expensive, actually.
No, I know they're expensive, but they actually use real food. I'd like the McDonald's here. You know,
Well,
I'm talking comparatively. You know, we're not talking.
Yeah, I mean they do like to say that, but I'm sure it's all just like corporate crap they're buying from their warehouse. It's probably, I'm sure it's just marketing over there. They like to
Part of
market.
it is.
And you know what? For example, when I was in Amsterdam and basically in the Nordic countries, was it no, in Copenhagen. When I was in Copenhagen, it was so funny. The Nordic countries in Europe, they actually have heavy taxes on junk food. So literally, something that's considered in some countries like a cheap food.
Mm-hmm.
You can easily go to a restaurant and have something way better because they are taxing junk food like crazy.
Right. They kind of did that in Japan, where they didn't overtly call it a junk food tax, but then you did notice a large, just over the last couple of years or so, a large increase on prices for like candy and shit like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention here in the States, cigarettes are fucking $10 a pack now. Bullshit.
You know what? It's still in Ireland. It's I think 17 euro
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
a pack. Can you imagine? In Slovakia, I think the most expensive one are like 430, 440, something like this.
Yeah, that's what I used to pay for a while. I mean, when I first started smoking, it was still like $2 a pack, but then it quickly went to 4, and quickly went to 5.
Yeah.
But by that time, I was just too addicted, so there's no quitting now.
so the Santa Button has his Diet Coke and his cigarettes.
That's right. Breakfast of Champions.
Okay.
Don't argue.
Not arguing.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's very healthy. I'm using the heat of the cigarettes to disinfect my lungs.
Oh my God.
This is ridiculous.
I know my streams suck. I'm sorry, Joseph.
No. I'm just checking. I'm just checking here an email the guys asked for approval of one thing to get a discount. They got a huge discount on one thing, and then they booked something completely different.
Shut up and take my money.
Hey, Pickle.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Dude, you were
people.
streaming? Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I just finished
realized
up.
like 25 minutes ago. Were you streaming as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I noticed right after.
Okay.
No worries. I had a oops, they did it again. Microsoft update virus made people's Windows vulnerable depending on certain factors. But yeah, I just streamed about that. Anybody using the HVAC codec from?
No, that's not right.
Huh?
Tell me it's not so.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it. No, it's related to the HVAC. If you downloaded the HVAC from the Microsoft Store, you need to update that right away. Last Tuesday, they came out with a patch that basically let people remote into your computer and just take complete charge,
Yeah.
do whatever they want.
Well, that's always nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's only a 7.8 on the vulnerability Richter scale. I mean, that's higher than most Discovery episodes get rated. So yeah, I'd be careful.
Maybe I should switch
But
to Mac. I don't think
well,
iOS
if you guys,
has that problem.
no, it's just just the HVAC from the Microsoft Store, which I had somebody. It was Darth Maul that said, "Oh crap, I use that." I'm like, yeah, man, you better update it right away then. As soon as I showed it on the screen, I'm like, this is what they're talking about. And then Darth, it's like, oh crap, I use that. Yeah. Anywho, if you guys didn't catch it live, you can catch it later. I'll leave the stream running for a little bit. And just stream for an hour though. I will
Like
be
3
doing a
hours without
Pixelate
you
later.
talking.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here.
Tell me, Aldi, did you fall asleep during that stream?
You're lucky I can't phantom zone you right now. You know what?
Follow an app there, leave your stream running.
I did. No, I did. Okay. You know what? I did a freaking. I did something for the community. Okay. I did a private watch party for freaking.
Yeah, well, weren't you the one a half an hour earlier been saying that? Am I the only one man enough to stay up to watch Discovery? Well, Mr.
Damn, you heard that part. Shit. Stayed up for a good 20 minutes into the show, and it was, you know what? The episode was so bad, it put me in a coma. Okay, there we go. I blame Discovery. Okay. And then I got Yosef. I woke up, and of course I see a missed call from Yosef, which I'm assuming that was him trying to wake me
I
up.
was trying to wake you up, but you were on Do Not Disturb, yeah. So
Oh yeah, thanks. By the way, I noticed that shouldn't have been on Do Not Disturb. So yeah, that was. Anywho, that episode was horrible though. Oh god, it was horrible. Then I had to rewatch it.
why do you think it was horrible? What didn't you like about it? We didn't have Michael Burnham. We had some good action.
Dude, Michael Burnham made that episode absolutely crap. Like it didn't matter what. Even Bird said it. It didn't matter what happened in that whole episode. The whole suspense of them being crushed by ice that, for some reason, knows how to form a hand and push down on the ship. Freaking sentient freaking ice. I don't know who the hell got that idea. She just came and just tractored them out. Just came and tractored them out. It didn't matter. The whole damn situation was, and then what I loved the most was the, of course, Georgiou and how she came in and saved everybody. But what I was laughing my ass off was that scene when the bad guy came in and you actually heard spurs. Actually heard spurs. They don't even have horses. What the hell was the spurs about?
Because
that was like when I was watching.
To make a Western episode, and someone watched Westworld the night before writing the fucking script. apparently.
Right? Right? I mean, the only thing missing was like that. Maybe the guy having like what was that? What's that Looney Tunes guy with the mustache and the guns?
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam tattoo on his arm. I mean, that's the only thing that was missing. And I mean, and
well, you forget they needed some Western music.
Well, no, I get they did a good job. They just didn't need to put the Spurs in there. That was overkill. That was like when I was watching The Matrix, and you remember Matrix 2 when Neo threw that fight with Smith, with all the Smiths, that first one in the parking, in that one that backstage, and he threw Agent Smith across a whole bunch of other Agent Smiths, and you literally heard bowling pins falling.
Yes, that was dumb.
They did the bowling pin sound effect. I'm like, are you kidding me? Did I really just hear that?
Sure, Roxelle, we want to vote on it.
And then, don't get me started on the aisle 5 joke. Aisle 5 joke. You got replicators. Where the hell is the freaking? There is no grocery stores in Star Trek. She shouldn't even know the damn aisle 5 joke. Like that doesn't even make sense. There's no freaking grocery stores on Star Trek. They got replicators.
I'm 100% sure that there is Walmart in the future.
Maybe you're in your 5-hour future, but I don't think that's it on Star Trek future.
The Walmart is just one giant replicator. You just walk up to it and tell it what you want.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's it, right? Walmart in the future is basically a wall with replicators on it. It's a wall. That's the Walmart. Industrial replicators. You can go there. Need a lawnmower, please.
Well, the thing that gets me about this episode is they apparently upgraded all technology around everybody. Advanced every kind of technology except the warp drive. For 1,000.
Well, technically, no, because he had. Okay, I get what you're saying, but we haven't seen that many ships yet. We've only seen 2, 3 ships, and the one ship we did see had slipstream. So. I don't know. Like I said, but
that guy was still complaining that you need Venomite crystals and nobody has those. So I'm sure that's not even being used very much.
That's true.
That's more. That just seemed like one of those hey member berry things that they just threw the fans a bone with.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I hear you.
You're right. You'd be like, what about slipstream? They're like, oh, we better add that into the script.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing everybody having their own personal soliton wave generator or something like that, or they could have gone a lot better. Yeah, right. Dilithium exploding shouldn't have been an issue 1,000 years in the future.
Well, exactly. It's just dumb. It's like, yeah, I don't even know. But I mean, one of the other things is I forgot what else you were saying now. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Now, what cracks me up. This is what cracks me up, and I haven't heard anybody say this. Anybody. I haven't heard one person think of this. Remember the episode where tomorrow, Future's End? Remember Future's End?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using this particular episode because this is just in case Anti-Trekker is listening, he needs his freaking canonized proof. They specifically had the technology to not only time travel, but to time travel and to any location. She even said, "Can you bring us back to the future?" At the end, right? Remember at the end, and the new Captain Braxton came in that looked completely different and had no clue what the hell was going on, even though he was the main reason for the entire damn episode. And he goes, "I don't remember that timeline. I got to bring you back to your timeline." And she says, "Well, can you bring us back to the future, but just keep us here?" He transported Voyager from the Alpha Quadrant back to the frickin' where they were supposed to be, and just time, and in time. Why can't they have that? They had that technology, and this is before the burn. They had the technology. Okay, you don't need to time travel. Okay, but you can time travel within now. Like, you know what I mean? Why can't you just time travel to now, but anywhere in the galaxy? You just set the time to now instead of the future or the past. Just set the time to now, and you should be able to teleport wherever the hell you want. You did it to Voyager, for God's sakes. You had the technology. You know what I mean?
But
You don't
all
have
time
to.
travel was banned.
Or transwarp conduits would still be around too, so they should be able to use those for travel. I mean, you'd think they'd be able to figure out a way to open those up in 1,000 years.
Yeah. I get that. Time travel's banned, that's fine, but you don't have to set the clock. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You could just set the clock to now and just change your spatial coordinates and boom, instant transmission.
With this kind of logic, basically every single Star Trek series has its problems because you can find like a million logical problems.
Well, I thought that was an interesting point because, like, I just don't hear anybody
as a point
talking about that particular
discussion. I give it to you. You're right.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. I mean, he literally transported Voyager on the other side of the galaxy within a second.
Oh, here, LD, did you ever figure this out yet? 1 second.
Oh, the transporter. I know it's a Vulcan. I know it's a Vulcan or a Romulan. I know that for a fact. Right? You can give me that, right?
It's a Romulan, yes.
Okay. So either it's Tomalak or I can just start naming them. Oh, it's Tomalak? Okay.
It was from the Future Imperfect episode.
Okay.
That first day.
That was my... Oh, did he? Oh, yeah. Son of a bee. That was cool. That was good thinking, by the way, Cinnabon. That was that when I saw that post, I'm like, interesting choice of because you got Continuum Trek did something like where he was like pixelating the image, and we had to look at it and figure out who the pixelated image was. But you did good by taking that screenshot of mid transport. That's awesome. I was like, oh, crap, something I can actually think about. I think I see a Vulcan in there that looks like a Vulcan. And I'm sure you went frame by frame and picked the one that was right before you can actually you can actually see who it is.
Yeah, I was trying to find the most random screenshots I could find, but also one that would be kind of a subtle hint of where it came from.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to zoom in just to see the ears.
The Jeffries tube, I figured that would be just extremely generic, but I figured that the extra piping would actually help figure it out, and that's how Continuum Trek figured that one out. Was that
nice?
Oh, that Jeffries tube.
Yeah,
that was like, for fuck's sake, he's showing us a Jeffries tube. What am I? How am I supposed to know from what episode it is? Based on what? Was it recognizable as a Jeffries tube from that one particular episode?
Oh, hold on one second. Rock Solid, nothing came through. It just asked, so here's number 1 in version 2, but we didn't get a link or anything.
Well, see, you have to look at the reflection in the Jeffries tube, and you see a serial number that corresponds to the particular...
I was trying to do something for like some of the more bigger iconic shows, but it was almost impossible to find a screenshot that didn't have something in it that would just give it away immediately.
Yeah, here's an idea. Take screenshots of ships that are in the warp fuzziness shot, like ships going into warp where they're all stretched and stuff. And say name that ship.
Doing just a bunch of screenshots of panels from the episode to see if you can figure it out from that.
Right. Well, I did have an idea of doing like name that Trek, and like who could name that Trek within like how you'd have name that tune with so many notes, and you like name that Trek, and you just listen to the audio, and it's like I could do it in 3 words, and you can just play 3 words of the clip, and you have to guess what episode it was or whatever. That was one idea I had. Yeah, and if they don't get it, then you play an extra word. you keep going until you basically. Hey, Rock Solid.
You're muted.
Okay. Let me check what he's got back.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And I was watching Life of Matthews being so kind to those trolls. He had a couple trolls in his Life of Matthews stream last whatchamacallit. God, the man is so kind. Too kind.
Didn't he say that he's not going to allow any trolls on his stream, even in his opening, the last stream that he had? I couldn't watch it because it was buffering, but I was watching the opening where he said that basically deal trolls F off.
Well, yeah. But he was leaving room for people who had grievances and then straight up trolls. Because people who have grievances about something who just come on to, complain about something and speak their mind, could be could be misrepresented as a troll.
I like version 2 better because version 1, I don't like when thumbnails tell me not to like something or not to buy something. I like when they leave it as an open question, as does this thing suck?
Yeah, number 2's better.
What version? Here's version 1. Oh, is he showing us something again?
I'll screen share 1 second. So here's
the thumbnails. Okay.
This one's
Sorry,
version
I'm in
1.
Excel.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Share screen. Version 2 is this one. I just like the wording better on this one.
Yeah.
Well, they look the same. Can you flip back and forth by chance?
Yeah, they're the same. Besides, just the wording is different.
Yeah.
It's the wording. Don't buy this controller or
controller.
The worst Switch controller.
Back to 1.
Worst Switch controller.
Or don't buy this controller.
Don't buy this
Don't
controller.
buy this controller.
Yeah. The worst. Yeah, the worst Switch controller is better if I had it.
Yeah.
Pick. Plus you can see the egg better, I think, too. If I go back to the other one. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I like that. The worst. Just the wording alone is the worst.
Oops.
People like that. People like the worst, the best.
Oops, wrong one.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Good. Nice font too, by the way.
That's number 2.
Yeah. You can see the egg better. I like that.
And it's a question-ish thing versus an absolute, statement.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Whenever I see titles like the first one, I mean, I don't really care, but for some reason it's in the back of my head. It's like, don't tell me what not to like.
The good work on the shadow, good work on the cutout. I like it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it definitely has some depth
wondering
to
that
it.
too. Why does every episode on Trek on Netflix have the sex and fear warning?
Because they are effing with you.
All right.
And it's scary. I should have this warning on every mirror in the house.
Now I don't know if you just screenshot that. The only other thing I could possibly make note of is I don't know if that's because you did a screenshot, Rock Solid, but I would maybe suggest to kill the white border. But I don't know if that's because you just did a screenshot, like a big rectangle. There is no white border.
I don't mind.
But if there is a white border,
yeah.
Well, you do look like you need to take a poop, but I think it's just a right amount of look of pooping.
No, you look good. Yeah, you definitely look good.
Well, it looks constipated, not like he shit his pants. There's a difference.
I think maybe a rock eyebrow would be maybe if you had the same face but just lifted your eyebrow up a little bit. One of them.
Yeah, you need the Spock eyebrow.
Yeah, definitely.
they clip the image so no border on it covers up some of the bad clipping. Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, because people don't, yeah. People like full face tiles bleed to the bleed. Awesome. All right, so actually I do have Continuum Trek is going to be doing a test stream today. I'll be pushing a waiting room this Friday. We're gonna have some fun here in a little bit. Hopefully fixing.
You
Oh,
know
by
what?
the way, he just got back to me. What?
Mhm.
When he's streaming, when you are there, please check if his audio is actually working properly.
Oh, we're gonna because that too. He said he went and got a Cat 5 cable. Now I really hope it's Cat 5e because Cat 5 is useless. But I asked him. I said, "Did that scan finish?" Because you guys remember my last stream, if you were watching, it was still scanning his computer when he had to go to bed, and he came back and said, "Yeah, the scan finished." Right? Remember, this guy had. He had multiple antiviruses on his computer. He had AVG, he had McAfee, and he had like one of those third-party ones that when you type in free into Google, you kind of get. So when I finally cleared him up and we got him with ESAT, again, the free version of the free 30-day trial, which is the full version, when it finished, it said it detected 113. When it finally finished, I'm like, holy crap. So I need to get on there when I start my stream. He's going to come on. I'm going to finish up cleaning up his computer, check out that quarantine, see what he was actually infected with, and then do a test stream and see because he's playing Metal Gear Solid. I'm sure most of you, many of you, like that game. He was doing a test stream with that, and it was like lagging pretty hard. So I hope all the stuff that I did with his computer and optimizing his network and everything. We'll see if that brings it up to speed because he was trying to play that game and it was just intermittently lagging like hard. Like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't smooth as pie.
He's had problems doing game streams for a while now because every time
really?
when he tried to do Star Trek Online, I mean, he'd be able to do like 5 minutes of streaming. Then then the game would freeze up, or either the stream would freeze up. Something would happen.
Okay.
He'd have to restart. Or he just had terrible luck with gaming streams.
Well, I definitely did a huge job on his computer the other day, and I'm hoping that helps him. We'll do a test stream and see, but we'll find out later. And that'll be on Pixelate.
Well, he definitely sounded better when he was on your stream because I know, like when I was in a couple of his streams for when he was playing a game, he just sounded like he was in a cup the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, cool. We will see.
So that's good. They have nothing to do today.
Yeah.
You lucky. You're so lucky.
I'll trade you, man. I'm kind of bored, actually.
Well, we'll try to turn it up to 11 on the waiting room while we wait for whoever to stream. I'm sure Berto Prey's got something going on later today.
Berto Prey streaming at 4.
At 4:00, gotcha. And then we had, I think, matter of fact, what's his name streaming right now? Oh yeah, he is. Oh crap. Ambassadorial Wing.
Oh,
he's doing his Star Wars fan fiction, which I actually quite enjoyed. The man put some hard work into it. Looks like he's showing some photos, some pictures he did.
If I enjoyed Star Wars more, I would probably watch it.
Same here. I'm exactly a super Star Wars fan, but
I'm a lukewarm Star Wars fan. People think that I'm a huge Star Wars fan just because I have what is it called? Like so many Lego sets with Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it's simply because there are no Star Trek Lego sets.
Yep.
That's the only reason.
They had a couple in that crappy Technic set, but they were terrible.
No, you can get Mega Blocks you can get from
Mega Block. That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but they are crappy. Yeah, correct.
I think the Lego Star Wars was more enjoyable than the movies for me. I mean, I love
enjoyed the
Legos.
Star
I mean,
Wars
I was a
movies, but I just never was one that got into any like the back lore or any of that shit. So
Me
Yeah.
neither. Yeah.
I mean,
But,
even if I was given trivia on the movies, I would do shitty on it because I've watched them maybe
No.
like once or twice.
Just to understand, I watched Star Wars for the first time, probably 1995. I mean the old movies,
Oh, I didn't watch. I
like
didn't
the
watch the
original
original
ones.
Star Wars till after 2000 because I just didn't have any interest in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
My cousins were huge into Star Wars, and I think that's why I didn't like it very much. That's all they talked about when they were around. It was annoying.
Uh huh. No, I was like never cared for it much. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, let's watch it, and I can say I like it. I even own it on Blu-ray and everything, and I like to watch it from time to time. I don't mind it, but if you give me the choice between Star Trek and Star Wars, I always go with Star Trek.
See,
Mhm.
for me, I like the movies. I do. It's just some of the EU stuff. It's like, okay.
Mhm.
Um, Some of it sounds kind of cool. Some of it sounds kind of like, huh?
Well, it's time for another, it's time for another galaxy far, far away. It's time that they take the original concept to the next level. It's time we get away from frickin' Skywalker. Time for another galaxy far, far away.
This is Mandalorian, basically what you're talking about. That's why Mandalorian is so good.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Mandalorian was in the same area.
It is in the same area, in the same time, but we haven't met a single character from besides
Well, that's what I'm talking
like
about.
soldiers or something.
When does The
And-
Mandalorian take place? Before the original trilogy?
It's
No,
it's after the original
After.
trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's Yoda's son, isn't it? That baby Yoda. That's not actually Yoda, right?
We don't know. We
Mm-mm.
don't know.
Oh.
We don't know who Baby Yoda is. We don't know the gender of Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, it's in order to do something like that, they need to completely take left field. It's time
Yeah,
Star Wars takes a whole new direction, like completely.
It can be
And it's
baby
not-
iodine, and you will never know. You know.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with you, and the same when people are talking about now. I would like to see a Star Trek with this character, or I would like to see cameo from this or that character. No, do something completely new, and do it like you did it with basically just grab a new crew like they did it with Discovery, but do it good. You know.
Mhm.
Like, give me new
Mhm.
characters. Continue in the timeline. Don't go back anymore. Go after Picard. So stay in the 25th century. Give me a new crew. Give me new adventures, or give me Spore Drive and travel and do a Star Trek where no man has gone before between galaxies.
Mhm.
Or go and strand a ship into in a new galaxy, or create a corridor between Milky Way and galaxy, and I don't know, recycle the plot of Stargate or whatever with enemies like the Ori or something like this, you
Mhm.
know, with a Star Trek twist, but do something new.
Mhm. Well, they are coming out with a new Stargate, so that's good.
Yeah, they are on Chevron 5, I think they said.
Yeah, and they're gonna try to keep it. They're gonna try to keep with the story. Now, whether they actually do it or not, I have no clue. They were talking
Yeah,
about
well, I was
tying
just
in
gonna say,
SGU.
the Star Trek creators said that they were going to keep in line with canon, and we've seen how well they've done.
Oh,
but
God.
the thing is with Stargate, there are the original creators still
Right.
involved.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah, original creators, exactly. So
Joe
it's still technically,
Malozzi
honestly,
and, yeah.
canon.
Yeah, I might actually start reading Joe's blog again. I stopped once he started just doing all food posts, but
Who?
I used to like reading a Stargate post and shit. I used to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff from Atlantis.
Mhm.
Nice. Nice.
And I liked Atlantis so much.
Yeah, it was a really good show. I was mad it ended after only 5 seasons.
Yeah. They
The
ended
problem-
it actually good. The ending was good compared to what they did with Universe.
Yeah. The only problem I had with the ending was I wish they just made it a 2-parter instead of having that ridiculous Vegas episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I
was,
was just.
that was, that
I,
was
I
a weird
was.
one, yeah.
I
Sorry.
was pissed off. I was pissed off because we went into that last episode knowing it was the last episode when it should not have been the last episode. Like we knew it was gonna be you know what I mean? Like we knew it wasn't gonna be the last. That like nothing was gonna be answered. We're gonna be on a cliffhanger that if they come back.
But LD,
you know what I mean?
at the time, they were talking about a direct-to-DVD movie.
Yeah. And that's what
Well,
I was,
yeah,
that's what I
that
really
was-
excited to see was what was going to happen with Atlantis after they got back to Earth. So
Yeah, since they just
to be honest, it was
basically
kinda like the
tucked
same problem
tail.
Voyager had. They got home and we have nothing, and they didn't show anything that about getting home.
Nothing.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, Atlantis pissed me off because they basically tucked tail and ran and left a freaking wraith to ravage the galaxy. That really fucking aggravated me.
Well, they were supposed to go back. That was the whole point of the movie,
I know.
and that was
I know they were.
the MGM stopped that. I mean, they showed
Well, they
that
came out with a comic.
I mean, they did the 2 for SG1, and basically, I mean, let's face it, that
Closed it all up.
one SG1 movie was just a rehash of Mobius strip, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they should have got movies, and companies like that, they should be held liable. I mean, I know what, especially
But
some people might say, but they need to be held liable for doing that.
MGM was on the verge of bankruptcy, if not bankrupt at the time.
Yeah, they were going through bankruptcy at the time.
Yeah. They were going through
Yeah,
so they didn't have the money.
You make it sound like bankruptcy is like that's a strategic move. That isn't there. Like companies go through bankruptcy as a form of getting from point A to point B. It doesn't mean just going through bankruptcy doesn't mean that they have no money. That's
no,
just,
but it also makes their funding more expensive, so it makes doing some of these shows less attractive because they're just not going to profit as much off of it.
and obviously they're doing fine right now. I mean, geez Louise, even if it was a momentary lapse, like as soon as they got back on their feet, time to close up some stuff. You shouldn't. The viewers, like, who else feels ripped off watching a series for years to get no ending, to get no, just completely just shut down. I feel like that is a waste of my freaking time. I mean, there should be accountability for that. You shouldn't be able to do that. You don't watch a series for years just to say, okay, we're just got canceled out of nowhere. Boom, done. No ending, no conclusion, no nothing, just done. No, sorry. They did that with Dark Matter. They did that with Designated Survivor. I mean, how many shows did they do that with? I mean, unbelievable.
Designated Survivor. I didn't like that movie. I didn't really like that show after the second season.
Season 2 was the bomb. When they had Michael J. Fox, I think season 2, they ended on a super strong note. And then they got canceled, and then Netflix took them over and had the shittiest season ever, and then just canceled the show. You watched season 2, right? With Michael J. Fox, and they brought on a whole bunch of, I thought they ended strong.
I think I got almost to the end of season 2, but I don't know. I just watched I had watched way too much 24, so I just couldn't.
Oh, okay. They had Kumar. I mean, they had some strong actors, man. And then when Michael J. Fox came on, that was awesome. That's when I was like really hooked. They really ended on a strong note, and then they got canceled. Are you effing kidding me? And then when Netflix buys them out, they went from 20 something episodes to 10 episodes and fired half the staff. I was done. I was like, check, please. They canceled. They even canceled Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon was awesome. 2 seasons gone. Incorporated 1 season gone.
You know what? Sarah Connor Chronicles 2 seasons gone, and that was a good show.
Magicians gone.
That was a good show. It was a fun show.
It was a good show. It had some really good things going for it too. At first I thought it was but I got into it really quickly. And then when they started getting into like
weird, but after that it got better.
It got really good. Yes, absolutely. And then they just then right after their best season, they had the next season, which okay, it wasn't maybe their best season, the last season, but it was leading up to stuff, and then they just got canceled.
Well, Netflix is making another magic show that's basically a direct ripoff, so that's probably why they ended it.
I was loving it, and then even the episodes where they had the one more chance. They were singing and stuff. Even I am not one for watching shows that do that kind of
they were fun
sing along, but they were fun episodes. They did it well. I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it better than when the Flash frickin' did it. When the Flash did their sing along episode, I'm like, oh God, serious. The one with him and Supergirl singing.
I thought kind of like as Harry Potter for adults. So
I'm your super friend. Your super friends. No, sorry.
They did a good job. They did a good job of balancing their comedy with their drama on that show too.
Oh no, dude! Don't get me started on the Flash. Do not get me started on the effing Flash.
Sorry, but my cat just laid on my hand while I'm trying to do something in Excel. So basically blocked my mouse.
Yeah.
Jerk. Go down.
That's a cat.
Yeah, that's a cat.
Yeah, I remember that show, Russell.
Yeah,
I liked it, but I remember it just got yanked, and I couldn't.
Yep.
And you know what? If I'm done. 14,000 rows controlling line by line. It's not. Well,
And then you got the one show that I was enjoying very much. It hasn't gotten canceled yet. I think it got one more season, but it's just been going. It's been getting less and less better. The one with Mr. Stargate in it, guy from Boston Legal, Blacklist, with shit.
You mean Michael Shanks, the one where he played the doctor?
not Michael Shanks, the other guy, the original Daniel Jackson's.
Oh, the original Daniel Jackson. Okay.
I know his name. I just what?
James Spader.
Yeah, Spader. Yeah. So that was great. That show got really good, and then I mean, it's just been kind of dropping off a little bit ever since the season where he went to jail. But now he finally met his the mother.
I just read what Tiki wrote here when he just put on the screen. That's the best troll of the day.
Well, that's true. They did end that movie with the cliffhanger.
Yeah, but that movie was so bad that nobody wants to see a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I would rather watch the movie cliffhanger than whatever cliffhanger to.
It's surprising that they haven't done the part 2 of that yet, because it would be perfect, because the princess would be the main character. She'd be kicking ass.
Probably.
It'd be a good movie to make in this era.
I'm hungry. I'm going to grab something to eat.
I'm not going to say it. I could have. I'm not going to say it. Okay. Yeah. What? I agree. No, if they did do a Super Mario Brothers 2, it might be female, but you know what they're going to do to her to ruin it, to make it go woke. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm saying it's set up to be a woke movie. So it'd probably make a shit ton of money.
Uh,
I doubt that. You know what? With I really hope, and we had a discussion about it on Twitter, or discussion, a few tweets exchanged, that cinema needs to change definitely, and I simply hope that they won't have enough money to do blockbusters and huge movie productions, so that they can focus on writing good scripts with normal budgets. And then when you have something like a medium-sized budget, not like 150 million, but you get something like 70, you will be able to create maybe a good movie.
you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they do some kind of crazy Mario Brother movie, like, you know, Mario Kart, Roads of Thunder, or something like that.
Well, see, if they redo it now, it would be the Mario sisters. But my question is, would they be wearing the mustaches?
Right.
Maria,
Right.
Maria and Luis, right?
Uh-huh.
Maria and Luis, and they would be, I don't know, car
Well,
racers.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
That's probably
People would go see a Mario Kart movie. I bet they would too, because Mario Kart's freaking.
It's an awesome game. I give you that. I give you that. It's an awesome game. Yeah.
You know, they turn it, they make it like a Days of Thunder kind of feel, like a Top Gun kind of. Mario.
I would. Days of Thunder. That's a movie I haven't seen like for ages, and that's 1990, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
something like that. Yeah.
Or make it like Fast and the Furious. There we go.
Talk to Bird.
What? I don't think it's a type of movie he would put on his cinema Saturday.
Hear me. Oi.
Why not?
All right. I got 2 hours here, guys. I'm going to do my thing here because I do want to get a hold of what's his name before it gets too late.
All right, man.
What he said. All right, guys. Good stream, boss. I'll catch you around if you're not doing anything later. Hopefully I see you in the waiting room. And when Bird streams about 4. Does he have a set reminder already?
He said that he's going to stream about 4 to accommodate Wesley, who has to go at 5 to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Bed life. Awesome.
He's ignoring me totally, me, the European guy who has to stay late at night, but he is accommodating somebody from California.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I'm joking. I know Wesley has to go to work, and he's considered essential worker.
Well, see, here's the thing. He should be accommodating Cinnabon. Cinnabon is governor.
What's happening?
Look at the screen.
Give me a second.
That's awesome. There we go. There's your Mario 2.
There we have it. Okay. That's so wrong on so many levels.
This may be the next stream, rock solid.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's gold. That's flipping gold. Oh, I love it. Oh, someone turned that into a super chat.
Something like Mega Mario Sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I needed that. That was good. That got the blood pumping. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys around. Be good.
All right, take care, I'll leave.
Thanks, Cinnabud. All right, later, bud.
That was good. I actually kind of want to download this now. I'd probably have to get a 64 emulator though, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. The funniest part with Mario is that the princess, the name of the princess is Peach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And when you say in Slovak Princess Peach, it is literally translated as the princess of the C word.
We used to call her Princess Pussy as a kid, and our parents would just get so mad. Stop calling her that.
Oh, what did I miss?
Well, see, I like the
C word.
Japanese. I like the Japanese word, which
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
What was that slurp?
I'm not saying a
Coke?
word.
Hang
You
on,
know what I
there's a
mean.
version.
Cinnabon. So yeah.
So Bert, what's going on? Did you have a nap or?
I napped.
Awesome.
Cool.
I napped. I was having a strange dream. I heard
About what?
LPG's voice. I don't know.
That didn't happen. So it was a bad dream. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I honestly have no idea what went on. I heard as I woke up something about Princess Peach, and LDG said goodbye, and like you guys were laughing, and now I'm up.
No, Roxolid shared a game with us.
Seven notifications on Facebook. Are you crazy people?
Oh, and I was muted. Some son of a bitch. That doesn't look like a real game. Roxas says Bird of Prey would never find a Super Mario movie. He can't even say the name right.
It's Mario.
Thank you, Yosef. Eventually, we'll convince Bird of Prey 5 to say Mario correctly. It may take money, but you know.
I thought you were going to say it the time, but you immediately, yeah. It will take money, yeah. So, how was the debate last night? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch any reviews about it.
Nah,
Yeah.
it was about what was expected. No, nothing too crazy.
So you're happy now you voted for Joe, right?
Oh, definitely. He convinced me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's gonna lock down the virus.
He's gonna cure cancer and the virus.
Anything else?
Oh, we're gonna have 0 emissions by 2025.
Oh. Really? That's yeah, sure.
And he called Trump Lincoln. He thought he was debating President Lincoln.
He's probably, mistaking him for his childhood friend. I'm not saying
Didn't
that
he
he's
say
old.
Lincoln was a racist? Was that the line he used? I
think
even
so.
remember.
Yep.
Said Abraham Lincoln was the biggest racist.
Donald Trump's like, what? Oh.
Oh, then he said he was going to destroy the oil industry. I'm gonna get rid of the oil industry. And the moderator's looking at me like, why would you do that?
Because it's not good for the environment, and you need to make place for lithium mining.
Tell that to the millions of people who have jobs in the industry in Pennsylvania and Texas.
I just told you, they will switch to lithium mining.
Yes, lithium mining.
You don't need oil. You need lithium for batteries. For
I got about 5 minutes into the new Borat movie with Sissel Prey this morning before things got busy and had to stop watching. I gotta tell you, it would seem like they got a lot of video from Kurdistan, Kazakhstan. I think he's actually in Kurdistan for the majority of that intro.
Breaking news.
I agree.
Yeah, that was it. Trump, I am the least racist person in the room. And Biden, Abraham Lincoln is one of the most racist presidents we've ever had in modern history.
Modern history.
That was the best line of the night.
Did he really say that?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I wasn't joking, Joseph.
No.
I thought you were joking.
No, Joseph.
And what was the context? Because was it like sarcasm?
Earlier in the night, Trump at one point claimed that he had done more for black people than any other president, perhaps besides Abraham Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
And then they talked about like 3 other topics. And then, so they were saying a racist. And then, so Trump says, listen, I'm the least racist person in this room. And so then Biden just called him Abraham Lincoln because he said, so like, what are you talking about? Because like even the moderator's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, he said he was Abraham Lincoln. And Trump didn't say, I never said I was Abraham Lincoln. I said I was, the best thing since Lincoln.
That's weird.
There you go, Roxal. I made you a wrench. Sorry, I thought you already had one.
Roxalid is a tool. Roxalid is a tool.
I took a nap too while I was napping.
We'll see if you can take as long in that.
I should probably shut up because I'm as well. So.
I will be right back.
Yeah, I was just waiting with what Roxalid will come back, like bashing me, and he says, "You're not wrong." I love you, man. There's the link for Super Bow set on the NES from my buddy Russ. Oh, and Thomas says liberals on Twitter were defending Biden for saying Lincoln was racist. You know what? The fun part is that I'm on Twitter, but I'm subscribed to so many Star Trek people that I don't even see Slovak politics here. not even. You know what? 1 in 100 posts. and it's usually something like coming from one of the journalists from that I'm following. I'm basically flooded with Star Trek stuff, but that's good. That's crazy. I told you that they are testing the whole population here, and they are now running today, tomorrow, and during the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, in like 4 counties. They are running tests. It's like a dry run for the big testing next week, and they already caught 1,506 infected people in one day. 1,506 people they caught. They started at 8 in the morning and finished right now 8 in the evening. It's 8:20 here, so that's crazy. And that's only one first day of 3.
Yeah.
And like in 4 counties, not even the biggest counties. Okay, they went into the most infected counties, where they have the most cases right now, where the hospitals are complaining that they have too many people in the hospitals. So they went there and they did the dry run there before next week. But 1,506 cases, like, that's nuts.
I don't understand. That certainly can't have been a real game. Why was that guy holding up a pink cartridge?
Okay, from 41,433 people. Okay.
Oh no. Anti-Tracker just put up a video. My dog has fleas.
Yep. Just got that notification.
That's really something you have to make a video about? Just wash the dog.
At least he's not making a video saying he's constipated or something.
No, I've been muted, and no wonder everyone's been ignoring me. That game was kind of cool, Paxall. Thanks. I was just saying that. I think didn't Anti-Trigger saying he was doing like a flea bomb at his house today or something, or yesterday?
Yes, he mentioned something that he wants to do something like that. Yeah.
Oh no, he's saying Andy brought home fleas that spread to the other dog and the cat and his whole house. His whole house is infected with fleas.
Nice.
You have to fumigate the house.
I found in the 13 years, over the 13 years that I have my dog, one flea, and I squished it like.
Thankfully, I've never seen. Oh,
okay.
What, you didn't dip it in chocolate? Sent it to Andy
So no live stream tonight. That's why he put up the video.
Oh no!
No live stream tonight because they're fumigating his house.
He could do a live stream from his phone.
I don't think he knows how to mobile live stream yet.
Oh, he did mobile live stream.
I know.
Mobile live streams before.
Well, maybe you could do a live stream, Bird.
Damn you, Thomas. Thomas said in the comments, Kroger will pay for what they've done. I will be live streaming in at 4 p.m. Eastern, so an hour and a half or so.
I meant, you could just be sleeping and live stream instead of Anti-Tracker.
You mean a second live stream?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's plenty of other people out there who can live stream. It opens up some Friday night is some prime live streaming territory.
This is true.
Oh, tonight's the nerdy show, the show about nerdy stuff. That's what he does on Fridays.
God damn it! It looks like I won't be invited for another week.
Son of a bitch, Cinnabon. Unless you do it, you can take over the show.
Cinnabon, yeah, you should do it.
And then still not show up.
Oh, that's even better.
Maybe next week you get on your own show, Cinnabon.
I don't know. I don't think I'm big enough.
Funny. I'm just chatting here a little bit with Itza, and he said that how many cases they had yesterday and today, and that they crossed already like 10 million cases with his lousy mathematical skills. The fun part is we are only like 5 million, but the fun part, you know what? Many European countries, basically, you cannot. They give you like what is it called? Like curfew. You cannot go after, I don't know, like 10 p.m. You cannot go out anymore until 6 in the morning or something. You know what they did here in our country? You can go. You can move free. As of tomorrow, we are on a lockdown until next Saturday, when they are testing the whole population, and then they will, and everybody who has a negative test will be basically free to move.
Is your lockdown as bad as Ireland's lockdown?
Yeah, basically yes.
Wow.
But Ireland is doing it for 6 weeks. We are doing it basically starting tomorrow, finishing next Sunday for those people who get tested and are negative. Only the positive people, after next Sunday, only the positive people are limited in their movement for another 10 days, because when they are contagious and all that jazz, you know. But what they did, they said, you don't need to, you are free to move between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m.
When everyone's sleeping.
You know what? I was laughing so hard. Okay, because immediately there were like pictures from all the stores that are closed during the day, because the stores are not closed, but you cannot go for shopping. You know, that's the thing. You cannot enter the stores. So they didn't close the stores, but they said, we are not closing the stores. You are not just allowed to go there and shop. You know.
So
anyway,
stupid.
but they will really. But the government has money for. They already had when we had the first lockdown in April and May. They had money for the shop owners, and they have another. They even increased the amount of money right now. Greetings, Mountains of Elysium.
Well, Joseph, you should just hurry up and quick set up a shop somewhere so you can get some sweet money.
Yeah, exactly. Between 1 and 5. Yeah. I will open during the night. It was so funny because there were immediately pictures like nightclubs will open between 1 and 5. Then there was like all the people, like we have like tracks for cyclists, you know, nice scenery, nice routes for cyclists and everything. And they had a picture like people with flashlights riding their bicycles, and so crazy
People
memes, crazy pictures.
riding their bicycles. What? Did you say flashlight or fleshlight?
Not the sex toy.
Okay. Got you. All right.
I think I once mistyped it in a corporate chat, but yeah. But anyways, so many memes, so many funny pictures. Immediately during the press conference that was from the government, that they did something like a 3-hour press conference answering questions from the journalists, and so on and so on. It was hilarious, just being on Facebook and on Twitter, just to follow, and Instagram. It was like the pictures. It was basically like bam, 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 every 5 seconds a new picture. It was so extremely funny. And of course, what I did, I immediately forwarded to my whole family on WhatsApp, like in a family chat that we have. So it's just ridiculous. I was supposed to go with my mother next week to a doctor visit, change the tires, like lots of stuff, and nothing. And now there is like next week you have Halloween, but we have All Saints Day, and All Saints Day here is basically a tradition where you go buy flowers, usually like chrysanthemums, and you go visit the what is it called? Cemeteries, and like put it on the graves of your family, and you know like remember those who we lost, and so and all that fun. And people are usually traveling during this period, so the traveling is completely like stopped. You are not allowed to travel the country, and even the cemeteries will be closed. So, and there are people who are, just imagine, basically the chrysanthemums in pots, like and people make their living by growing them during the year and selling them, especially during this time period. And there are people who have like thousands and thousands of them, and they cannot even sell it because nobody can buy it. And it's like just ridiculous. But anyway, honestly, I understand it. It's very unpopular, but they had to do something. And okay, there's the lockdown, but and the testing is something that we are the first country in the world doing it. Like because you had like regional testings. But we are doing a countrywide testing. Okay, in China, when they are doing regional testing, when they are testing like one city, it's 9 million people, and the country here is 5.5 million people. but yes, we are doing the countrywide testing.
Yeah.
And with China, you don't have there's so much democracy, and people are basically obeying. But here, the people are like, why should I get tested? I don't want to get tested. And the government was like, you don't need to get tested. It's completely okay. You don't need to show up for the testing. You can stay at home for 10 days. And when you stay at home and you don't have the luxury of home office or something, so you don't get tested, but there's no money for you. Like no sick money, no, and the only thing you can do is basically taking like basically your vacation days. You need to spend your vacation days. So yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of de facto forcing everybody to
yes, not on paper, but de facto, yeah. You are basically going to be mandatory tested. But you know what? In the region where the people were complaining, like we're not coming, literally over 1/3 of the people that are supposed to be tested were already tested, and it's a 3-day testing. So the people are coming, and they were like, and I read like right now during this stream, I just read upon a few articles, and there were like no problems at all, like no riots, nobody was protesting, people were there like completely calm. And Aravik says, some of us do that too, and we are taking them favorite food. It's too. It's called Dia de los Muertos. Oh, Day of the Dead. Yeah. Where are you from, Aravik? Because it sounds Spanish.
Yeah, I'd say Spain or Mexico.
That's a more festive version. Yeah. That's a more. Yeah, exactly. Bringing the favorite food. That's nice. It's funny because during it's basically it's officially is like one day, but it takes over the weekend. Always the weekend. If it's during the week, it's either a week before or the week after. The cemeteries, they look like Las Vegas, basically. So many candles, so many flowers, and everything. It's actually nice and calming when you look there.
I wonder how they're gonna do
And
that.
he says El Paso,
There's
Texas,
tons of
border to
people there.
Mexico. Okay. Yeah. How is it now in the United States with Halloween? Is it canceled, like trick or treating,
No.
or is it like state regulated?
Surprisingly, not canceled. Even New York City, the mayor just said no trick or treating in apartment buildings, which I guess in like Manhattan, more or less kills it. But in the rest of the city, I know my local, group here for Bayside, they're still planning, they're buying candy, they're figuring out ways to give out the candy without touching the kids. Some people say wear gloves, other people are just going to put a bowl out and then replenish it during the day as
I did
needed.
that last year, and someone stole the entire bowl.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that, that's what I said, if we put a bowl out, it's just going to be gone. We know what's going to happen. And like 5 people chimed in and said, I always use a bowl. It's always fine. Like, yeah, you'll get 1 or 2 jerks that take a lot of candy, but it's better than nothing. And I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm not giving it.
I did it for 2 years, didn't have a problem. Then last year, 10 minutes after I put it out, the entire bowl was gone.
I said, what we'll try to do is if anybody, we're not decorated and we don't put the light on, but if somebody does come to the door, we'll put some candy out the mail slot, because we do have a mail slot right in the door. So
I wasn't planning on it, but I was thinking I wanted to get that Trump candy that you found, Bird, that you put on Twitter.
That candy, yeah, the Trump candy.
Yeah.
I would have got it, but it's I would have had to pay like a lot to get delivery, and it wasn't even guaranteed to be here by Thanksgiving, by Halloween. Had I noticed it a week ago or thought about it a week earlier, then I totally would have bought some.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I would buy probably those hot gummy bears.
And they're no, that's not fair to the kids.
That would be cruel.
That's not fair to the kids. And these are licensed Hershey. They are Hershey's chocolates. It's not like they're some no-name brand. They're Hershey's chocolates, but Hershey did a run with different sayings on them. They have Go Vote. They have whatever. They probably have Biden ones. And these would just be Trump Hershey chocolates. And if nobody came, we would just eat them ourselves.
That's right.
Well, we bought one of the big bags of assorted candy, and if people come, that's what they get. If they don't come, we've got candy for a year.
Mountain says we have an extra hour in bed on Saturday. This Saturday, not next Saturday. I was under the impression it's going to be next Saturday.
I don't have a male MALE slot. I have a male MAIL slot.
SLUT?
I'm going back to sleeping. Arabic said we had 2,000 cases in 2 days.
So we're nervous.
Oof.
And Thomas says, Bird will send nephew pray out to steal candy.
Yes.
Actually, if I ordered something that should hopefully get here before Halloween.
Last year you got last year I remember you got like the huge bag of chocolates, something like.
Yeah, well, that's something similar we got this year.
Okay.
But no, a Halloween costume. So if it comes in, then nephew O'Prey and I will have matching costumes for Halloween. I'll put up a picture, assuming it arrives in time and everything.
Did you buy him a hospital gown?
No, I didn't buy him a hospital. His eyes are wide
Both going to
open.
slave Leia.
He's looking all around. Want me to hold him? Okay, I'm gonna hold nephew O'Prey for a bit. I'm gonna take the earphones out so he can hear you.
Aww.
Mountain
Stop swearing,
says
Joseph.
Trump chocolates would be perfect for handing out on Halloween. You would hear the ring from Ireland, even to in the US.
That's what I'm saying. That would be the parents would be like, oh,
Mountain says it's maybe next Saturday. You know what?
honestly, I was tempted to order them just on the chance they come in time.
Yeah, I thought about it too, but nothing I've ordered
wrapped in Trump 2020 wrappers. I didn't even show them to Mom O'Prey because
No, it's actually Sunday 25th. Really, we are changing the time now. On Sunday from 3 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah, you guys change it differently than us. So.
Yeah, we do it differently. You're right, Mountains.
It's only 1 week difference, though.
You're changing next week?
We're doing it November 1st.
Okay, yeah. So 1 week, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right, Halloween night into November 1st.
So in 2 weeks, the clock on my stove and my microwave will
That's when
actually
we
be right
changed the clock this year.
Right again.
Saturday night is Halloween Saturday. That's the night that the clocks change. Yeah, nephew, you like?
Yeah, in the United States, November 1st, and we are doing it this weekend. That's this weekend, yeah, 25th. Yeah, Sunday is 25th. Today is the 23rd of October. You know, the 23/10, 2020. But you know what? The ISO norm actually about the format of the date format says it's year, month, date. Year, month, day is the ISO norm.
I don't know. Charlie doesn't seem too happy with that.
With what?
Year, month, date.
That's weird. 2020, October.
2020, 10, 23.
Oh,
yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, we're changing this weekend. It's Europe is changing this week and US next week.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't mind it. I don't care.
It doesn't bother me that much anymore.
It never did. Never did bother me.
When I was still in school, it was a pain in the ass. Well, actually, only in the springtime when you lost an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to get up 1 hour earlier, right?
Yeah. And nobody ever goes to bed an hour earlier. Come on. Not when you're in your teens.
I slept like 4 hours last night. Four? Yeah, 4 hours.
Just because you stayed up.
Yeah, I know. My fault. That's why I'm appreciating that Bird is streaming like in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Because I might get to bed earlier now today. Maybe even today, not tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for that one.
Me neither. Last Saturday was but after this type of weeks when I have like shit ton of work and then I go very late to bed and I get up early. The weekends are usually so lazy. I only get up to let the dogs out, feed basically my farm, the cats and the dogs, and then I just crawl back in the bed and stay there until I don't know 11 or so.
Conductor's hat for Charlie. Got it.
Conductor. So you're going to be conductors.
Charlie's going to be the conductor of the Trump train.
Of what train?
Trump
train? Yes, sure. Because Sisopre will allow it.
You were given a choice, politics or Trek, and you chose Trek, so you're gonna be kind of screwed out of that one.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, you will say that the train runs on tracks. Yeah.
Now, if you said the Trek train,
you
wouldn't have an argument because then she gave you a choice.
I think there will be big and hard objects flying in towards your head, Bert. Once she realizes what you
not
did.
just these soft donuts.
No more. I'm counting on something potato-sized.
I'm looking around the house for things that could be used to throw at me, and there's a disturbing number of things.
Disturbing number of throwable hard objects, right?
Yeah. Pretty much everywhere I look.
Bag of Halloween candy has 160 pieces in it.
160 things alone in the bag of Halloween candy. Would she throw that whole bag at once? And I'm even looking at Sassy. She's not safe.
Aru. You must have very interesting discussions about politics in your house, Bert.
No, we really don't, because she doesn't. We don't discuss politics. It's one of the rules.
Oh, okay. You have a rule about it. Okay.
It's not that I have the rule. I've been told about the rule. It's not my rule.
So my sister has the same rule too with me. She doesn't want to hear anything about Trump.
Well, not just Trump. Anything about any type of politics.
And rock solid, yes. I confirm. I let the dogs out. Yeah, and I do it multiple times a day.
All you had to do is hold Charlie, and she won't throw anything at you.
That's true. If I'm holding Charlie, then I have a defense.
Yeah, you know what you can do?
I don't use human shields.
No. She will turn Charlie against you. She will give you Charlie to hold him without the diaper.
And then Charlie will hit me.
Yeah.
No. She just doesn't put the diaper on him. You know.
No. I don't hold Charlie if he doesn't have a diaper on. That's a biological warfare.
You know, the problem is you cannot hold Charlie the whole time.
I know.
And she comes over on Thursdays and leaves on Saturdays or even Sundays.
Sometimes Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But actually, you know what? I consider it great that she comes
Oh,
over.
it is. I love seeing Charlie.
Yeah, because I know that it is definitely tiring on Ciso Prey and Mamo Prey.
Yeah.
But I know that a child can basically take the attention of as many adults as there are in the room.
And dogs. Sassy also has a Sassy also.
Plus, Sassy has to fight the jealousy. You know,
Yeah.
that's another thing. But you know what? It will subside, and she will get used to him. And once he starts walking, it will be funny. You will see.
Mamo Prey has lost his bottle. She just heated it. Okay, she found it.
Such a young age, and he already is depends on bottles. It's horrible.
Oh,
You have to start early, Joseph.
Yeah.
Get the liver ready to go.
I will probably open a bottle today.
That actually sounds like a good idea for tonight.
Mm-hmm. The problem is I get drunk from very little alcohol, so.
Oh no, so do I.
It's not a problem because you know I save money that way. I don't spend much to get wasted, you know.
Oh yeah, me too. It also helps that I'm allergic to yeast, so whenever I drink not yeast, I'm sorry, malt. So whenever I drink beer or anything with malt in it, my head just swells and gets really red.
Wine makes me sleepy. I was talking yesterday about it. Wine makes me sleepy, but otherwise I drink just a little alcohol and I'm tipsy very quickly.
Wine makes
Yeah. Literally, before I fall asleep before I get drunk from wine. I literally one glass of wine is enough to basically knock me off, knock me out. Right? That's the right one. Yeah, knock me out. Yeah. Prepositions.
Usually when I drink wine, I'm fine for like a long time. Then all of a sudden, I'm ridiculously drunk. It's like, what the hell just happened?
Aren't Europeans supposed to be able to tolerate wine? You're supposed to be able to drink wine.
Eastern, and especially Eastern Europeans should be able to tolerate like huge amounts of alcohol, you know. But I'm breaking those rules.
Rock solid. Says 43 years old. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. Never been drunk. Never been high. No wonder I'm so depressed. I don't think I've been.
I was gonna say, you know what? It doesn't help, man.
I don't think I've been drunk. I've been well buzzed, but I don't think I've ever been like super drunk. I did get
says that just friends.
from
all that happens when you get high when you're depressed is you end up just thinking about why you're depressed a whole lot more, and you get a lot more depressed. So I don't recommend it.
I would like to get high, but I don't want to end up in jail for 12 years. We have horrible laws here.
I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yeah, you're really not.
I feel like when Elihu's on the stream, he's high enough for both of us.
Yeah, I like how he says hi. Ooh. It's like, yeah, Elihu, we know you are.
Fruit packs. That's what I have. To make sure we don't give away my fruit packs. It's Halloween candy. Kids will get upset. They'll think it's healthy. Oh, it's candy.
Those fruit packs are good though. I ate
Damn,
like an
they
entire
are.
box of 80 packs of those one night.
I can't believe that I didn't like them the first time I had it. Like, we bought that like 6 months ago. Oh, poor Charlie.
I think
We
sometimes
bought that like 6 months ago. I tried one and I was like, ugh. And then we left the box in the closet. And then I tried it again. I was like, oh man, this is delicious. Maybe it needed time to ripen.
Let's see. You traveled from the west to the east of Belgium during a drunk blackout. Woke up in the middle of it, cuss someone out.
It's alright. He's saying that. Yeah.
Oh, and it was a business trip to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Different. Never mind. Difference from mountains. Business trip to Amsterdam when Beer Buggis left. I think the last time I got ridiculously drunk was we used to go and party down on the dike on the river between was it Minnesota and Wisconsin, and we used to get really drunk down there on river parties. And I was down there that one year, and I think it was 96 or something, and yeah, it was either 96 or 97, and I was with a bunch of guys. We were out boating and whatever, and one of the people that we were with was ridiculously drunk and got into a fatal boating accident. So we stopped going down there after that. That used to be fun until people started dying. I think that was also the year that they started that. I think Wisconsin police started closing that down too, not letting people stay there overnight.
And now we can get wasted only in our homes.
Yep.
Maybe.
Well, the funny thing was we were only 16, 17, 18 years old when we were doing that, and even when we were drunk, the cops would come and they would literally tell us to get in the car and drive home.
Roxol is saying here, the river between Minnesota and Wisconsin, you mean Mississippi?
I can't remember if it was the Mississippi or the Red Wing. I'm pretty sure it was the Mississippi. Yeah, it was right off it was right when you get into Hudson off of 94. So whatever that river is.
And literally, while you were wasted, they told you to drive home.
Oh yeah, a couple times, because we were there. Because technically the park there closed. It was like a boat landing area too. So technically the park closed at 8 o'clock. So they would usually let us stay there till around 10 o'clock at night. But if they suspected any of us were going to be staying there the entire night drinking, they'd start clearing us all out. And they'd be like, I don't care where you need to go. Get in your car and get the hell out of here. It's like, all right, well, I'm sure you're just waiting for us to leave so you can pull us back over and give us a DWI. So we ended up just sleeping in the car.
I would probably die right now instead of doing this. I'm not sure why, but yeah. And I'm lazy. Best part of the weekend is when weekend plans are cancelled. What? I'm just reading. They are already recording new lines for Lower Decks season 2.
Yeah, I heard that. Truckyards mentioned that a few days last week or something.
I'm just reading here a tweet from the guy who does the Boimler voice, who's voicing Boimler. Boimler's back, baby. Recording from a dark bathroom closet in my hotel room. With the microphone there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they don't ruin things next season. So
I don't think they will do.
it's just I don't necessarily see how they're gonna pick it back up from where they left it. So
Star Trek Discovery season 3 is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. And I don't know. I don't care. I just watch it because I want to watch it, and if I like it, I say I like it. If I don't like it, I will say what I don't like about it.
I don't know if it's maybe it's. I mean, it's not a terrible, just generic sci-fi show, I guess. When you think about it that way, probably just being way too critical of it because they slapped the Star Trek name on it.
This is something that I complained, especially in the first episode, that nothing says Star Trek, and especially after Lower Decks, where every single scene was screaming Star Trek.
Right.
You don't have the aesthetics of Star Trek. You don't have the ships that are Star Trek. The only thing that you basically have as a Star Trek is your props.
Yeah, pretty
phaser,
much.
Yeah, pretty much phaser and the badge and the flag.
Dialogue references, yeah.
And dialogue references, yeah.
So I mean, they could have just made their own generic sci-fi show, and it probably would have been fine.
But they wanted to do Star Trek.
Well, then do a Star Trek. Don't make your own show.
Oh, once again today I was on Netflix and I was like, okay, let's put something into background. Okay, what's going to be? Obviously Star Trek. Which one?
Wait, what?
I was like my train of thoughts today while I was working. Okay, I will put Star Trek in the background, like from Netflix, you know. Which one? And I ended up with Enterprise. Yeah.
Really? I rarely go back to Enterprise and watch any of that.
You know what? I don't know why, but it really ages well. The show ages very well. So many good episodes. I know that some of them are like mediocre from especially from the early season 1, but it's pretty much normal. But there are as well very strong episodes that I like. For example, when they were today, I was watching the one where they were visiting the monastery of Pejem, where we meet for the first time Shren.
Yeah, that's a good episode. I think with Enterprise, it's probably the only series I do the most skipping around just to find like individual episodes. I won't just sit there and watch like an entire season. Just letting it go.
Yeah. And what I'm looking forward to, I want to watch during the weekend the Augments episodes, because those are like I think 3 or 4 episodes. 3, I think. from season 4.
Section 31 will involve a civil war between Kirk faction and Cisco faction, and Burnham and Georgiou will stop it. That sounds about right, Thomas.
Exactly what we want to have.
I'm excited. Future of Trek looks bright.
Kurtzman has a plan for Star Trek until 2027. So
Carbon Creek is a great episode. Was that the one where they went back and the Romulans, not the Romulans, the Vulcan?
No, Carbon Creek is where T'Pol is talking about her grandmother.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
Ons will be watching the new Discovery later. I am not hopeful, but we'll still give it a chance.
It's not horrible. It's actually very watchable, I think. Despite everything, every single problem that people may have with it, I still think it's not that bad. I can still watch it. The problem with the new Trek is the rewatchability potential. Every time I go back to Picard and I play and I put Picard on, I don't know. After one episode, I turn it off.
I can't do it. I tried to do it the other day. I was going to rewatch the entire series, and I just couldn't get past the first like 10 minutes or so. I just got bored and ended up doing something else and just turned it off.
Yeah, and when I go to the classic Trek, you know what? Even TOS, you know, what I like on TOS, I don't know why the sound. Even I don't watch the episodes and I have it really playing minimized on the taskbar because I have like multiple different stuff open on my computer. Just listening to it, and even when a new episode starts on TOS and it starts with this fanfare and this, I don't know even what is it, but it sounds almost like jingle bells. You know, in the beginning with every episode, it's I don't know. I like the sound because I don't know why, but I know probably why, because I heard that soundtrack basically my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like if somebody asked me what was the first episode of Star Trek that you ever watched or something, I have no idea, because I think this is something that was there my whole life.
Yeah.
And it was constantly on Austrian TV. It was constantly on reruns.
Oh, it was here too. I mean, I think it was. I remember coming home from school and it was always on TV, on one channel.
Yeah, either here or there, it was constantly on TV. So this is one of those things where I say I grew up with that. I remember distinctly what was my first TNG episode that I watched on TV. And it was Rascals, which is not a especially good episode, but it was the first one that I watched while I was visiting my aunt, and they had I think one of the UK stations. I think it was Sky One or something on through the satellite dish, and we didn't have it. So I watched my first TNG episode there, and it was Rascals. And then and the fun part was that it was during my summer holidays. I think I was 16 or something. It was in the 90s. Definitely it was in the 90s, because obviously Rascals is something like season 4 or so. And then in September, German television started with TNG, with Encounter at Farpoint. And even then I was like, Jesus, that was a bad episode.
I remember watching that episode with my dad when it came out in the 80s. What was it, 87? Yeah.
87, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, because I mean, we were watching it on one of those. We still had one of those large console floor TVs, you know, giant TV things. So it wasn't the best resolution. So for some reason, because of that stupid piping around their collar and their shoulders, it looked like they're always wearing capes. So I was like, why the fuck are you guys wearing capes? Yeah, I just remember that was just really annoying, that first episode. My dad's like, they're not wearing capes, it's the TV.
Yeah, 87.
And Bert, have you thought about what you're going to say to your younger self? I thought about doing that myself, but then I realized I'd probably just make myself, younger self, commit suicide. So
I put a little thought into it. I still got to. I want to look up some details, but yeah, I'm torn. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna tell myself that there's going to be some bad stuff, but not give the specific details specifically so that I don't feel bad for not being able to stop it or stop them. I
You know
will
what?
tell.
If
I'll tell
somebody
them that,
asks,
to
sorry,
stay
go.
home. Or I'll tell them that, listen, in my timeline, I was in the city on the night of September 10th. And that if that happens, if that comes up, go with it. But probably just stay home on the 11th and have some extra food and water and whatnot. Don't plan on going out that day.
yeah.
It happened early in the morning, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it happened early in the morning. Make sure no loved ones are flying that day.
Send your enemies on
No.
planes. Like,
I have a question for you. What would you tell them about Trump being president? Because I doubt your younger self would believe it.
I would believe it. I'll be honest. I look back on my
as a
web
Republican.
Forum. I look back on my web forum in 2012 when he was teasing about running, and I supported him even then. I said I think he'd make a great president. I was all pro Trump even in 2012. He didn't end up actually running. No, but I said I think this man has a real chance of winning.
Democrat.
Yeah, but it really didn't matter. I mean, he was,
right.
I didn't think he'd win the Republican nomination.
Younger self would not believe that he would run. Right.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I would guess I'd just say I'd say who the presidents were, just so that I know if the time.
Wouldn't you tell your younger self to go for specific stock options?
I would. Yeah, I would. I would tell to some stock. But I also don't want my younger self to change their life all that much. I would tell them to definitely, no matter how rich I might get from doing stocks, to keep that separate and still take my job I take when I take it. Because there's just experience there that you're never going to get otherwise, and experiences.
You could buy the company.
Yeah, but I could buy a company, but I wouldn't have the experience to run the company.
You would have a different experience.
You could be the person that backs the money with.
Well, I'm just saying, when the time comes, then I could buy the company.
Because even if I could talk to myself from December 2019, I would like go and buy stocks from Zoom.
I get that, but I guess what I'm trying to set up is don't let anyone know you're a secret millionaire. Okay, at least not at the company. At least not yet. do the things you do, and then if all goes well, the time is going to come when the company does get sold, and hopefully I've avoided my hospital bed fate. And at that point, you can save the company. And then I become head of the company. But I'll grant you that's tough. It's not going to be easy. And to explain that in 10 minutes, along with a couple of family members that I have to warn about their deaths and whatnot. It's, Ciso Prey said she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want to know anything. So
I would want to know everything.
I guess she knows that any changes would jeopardize Charlie, nephew O'Prey, and now she doesn't want to ever do anything that would jeopardize his existence. So I understand that.
So your sister is Tony Stark, not Janeway.
I would guess, yeah, sure. Maybe without the engineering degree and the tons of money and the international playboy attitude, but yeah.
Nice.
And I'll tell myself to definitely subscribe to Rock Solid Productions. Make sure I'm his first subscriber. You should do it though, Cinnabon. I want to see these videos. I want to see other people do them. I'd be interested to see.
I was thinking about it.
You too, Captain, and Joseph.
But would you tell yourself? See, that would require yourself telling yourself about YouTube. So, what else would you tell yourself about YouTube?
I'd say that I became a mildly successful YouTuber.
You could do your YouTube still with having money in stocks and everything, and having a broker, and
I could, but I wouldn't tell the people I was rich.
I like it rock solid.
And you would still prey on our wallets to get super chats, right?
Exactly. I was like, that's
horrible person.
You want to make sure that you get the €2 every day from Joseph Patrick.
It's not every day. It's not every day.
We're gonna drain Slovakia €1, €2 at a time.
Plus the 5 on being subscribed.
Oh right, and $5 on
See?
yeah, $5 a month.
That's horrible. How much money?
Bird of Prey. There's no reason that changing the past would affect Charlie's existence. He's a clone after all. It would just change the timing of when he's cloned. Well, you know what? I imagine that chaos theory, anything would affect his existence, and just me changing my life would probably affect his existence too. So you know what? And that's quite depressing to think that now, if I did become rich, and I was surely Ciso Prey would get some money and could travel, and she wouldn't need to have a job if she didn't want one. And now I could have erased Charlie from history. That's a very depressing thing to think about now. That does change things. Son of a bitch.
I don't think it's hard to read Rock Solid. I'm looking at it on a TV, so it's kind of huge.
Well, you just warn yourself not to give Ciso Prey any money.
Here's the thing, though. Can I save myself from getting sick without endangering Charlie's existence? I don't think I can. I don't think it's possible. It's one or the other, Charlie.
Yeah, no, it's easy. It's easy to read on a phone too, so it looks good. Rock solid.
Son of a bitch, huh, Charlie?
Isn't it a conundrum?
It is a conundrum. It honestly is when I think about it now. So I have to wait till I'm like this, then put in the stocks and the money tips or whatever, so that once Charlie's conceived, then we start making the money, and we have to hire the best doctors or whatever to make me walk again, rather than prevent me from getting sick to begin with. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is far more difficult than I could have ever imagined. It's far more depressing when you think about it. Charlie, you screwed up the history, Charlie. Oh, I'm holding him right now. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
So we would have to make. You would have to take. You would have to make Janeway take the responsibility for it.
I'd have to tell myself that I have to hide my millions from the family. As tough as it might be, and as hard as it might be, I have to not let anybody know I have more extra money. And I have to hide it well, because they're going to look for it when I'm in a coma. And Mama Pray is going to have to go through all my finances and whatnot to get insurance. So I have to transfer the money to a third party.
One
Yes,
bit of
Mama Pray.
advice.
Slovakian banks are actually very good.
Make a list of everything that gets paid automatically, because I tried to pay the phone bill and they wouldn't take the money. They wouldn't tell me what the bill was. I was sure they were shutting off the phone any day. And they wouldn't give me any information because he had it on auto pay and only no mail. What do you
No
call it?
mail, yeah, only paperless statements.
Yeah. God, I mean, that of course wasn't the worst thing, but it was an annoying thing.
A question: you were totally incapacitated, and wasn't your Mama Pray put as a guardian or something, or
power of attorney? Yeah.
In a healthcare process.
In a healthcare process.
But only in the healthcare process. Okay, no, not in.
Oh
Okay.
no!
She had full legal authority to act as me.
Okay, so why wouldn't they tell her about the
It
bills?
was a phone company.
They don't give a crap.
I guess I would have had to go there with the power of attorney, and it was I didn't care. I mean, it just was annoying.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Charlie's laughing.
It's funny, Charlie.
Yeah. Grandma trying to fight with the phone company that I wanted to pay the money, and they didn't want it.
And the phone got never turned off, right?
No,
because it was being paid.
Yeah.
Out of his checking account. He was still being
I was still getting paid from work.
The whole time.
They loved me.
And so whatever bills.
I was getting automatic paychecks into my account, and bills were getting automatically paid out of my account. It really didn't need me to be around for all that to happen. I just needed a pulse.
Which you had almost the whole time, right?
Almost the whole time.
Oh, God, we can laugh now. But I didn't actually have his power of attorney until he came out of the coma.
Right, yeah.
Until October.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. From May till then, things just went on. I don't know. You got him?
Yeah. Ciso Prey worked with people from my web forum to hack my email so they could get access to it to pretend I was me.
Mm-hmm. But you had too strong password.
I used a very weak password. I used a common word and 2 digits. That was it. There was literally the password that protected my AOL account email, which was my main email account at the time. And so I don't know, within a couple hours they were in.
Okay. Now it would be a bit harder, probably.
Now it would be impossible.
Impossible. Because because two-phase authentication and everything
authentication and Jesus Christ, the password I use now. But I did give Mama Pray. I've showed her how to access the password keeper application.
Password manager. Mm-hmm.
And every so often, I print out all my passwords for her to just keep on file. She shreds the old ones just in case. Yeah, I got them for a few minutes. So Charlie, how do I prevent myself from getting sick but still get you to be born, Charlie? I think I need to work on time travel. And sassy.
You just make sure that on the exact date Diana has to go and do what she did.
That's true. I have to try to get I gotta get the numbers from her. But that still doesn't, it's like chaos theory. I don't think, if everything's not perfectly the same, a different sperm will get the egg or something. Oh wait, no, they choose the sperm.
Yeah.
So she just needs that particular sample vial.
Well, couldn't she just call DJ?
Yeah. Okay. Charlie. Yeah, well, Charlie, there were five eggs of whatever that they chose from.
Mm-hmm.
And you were the lucky one. You were the lucky one. They didn't even know if you were a boy or a girl yet when they chose, because they implanted it right away.
I don't think it's. I know that it's possible to basically select it in some way, because at least they claim that the sperm for boys is different than the sperm for girls in terms of shape.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's legal.
Oh, here, well, I don't know if it's the sperm or just the DNA testing, but had she waited a month between the implant, or a cycle, whatever, between the harvest and the implant, then she would have known the genders, because after the month they did the genetic testing, and there were I think 3 other girls and one other boy. Would be possible.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to go. I'm being called away to do to join another live stream.
All right, Captain Chuck, you have a good day, man. Where you heading off to?
Yeah, Captain.
Oh, never mind.
Take care.
And Thomas is mad you're gendering Charlie.
How dare I gender Charlie? Charlie is a boy.
And Mountains is asking Banco de Joseph. Yeah. Something like Banco de Joseph. Yeah. He's the best bank in the world to take care of birds, billions.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Sing it, Charlie.
All right, Captain Trek's heading over to VStar333's live stream.
V-Star is live.
Sounds good, Captain Trek. And you know what? Actually, we're about half an hour away from Bird Stream here, and I should probably grab myself some lunch.
Are we a half hour away from my stream?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
I
mean, yay.
Stuff ready.
Yeah.
You should be excited. You are going to talk to your friends and fans and people from all around the world.
We've got more subscribers than ever. I jumped 20 subscribers yesterday.
What happened?
Well, my video came out, and it was the best video I put out in probably a year in terms of the numbers. And also Nerdrotic mentioned me during the Exozone stream last night. No, not Exozone, during his Discovery review.
Did you like the episode?
Of Discovery?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
I think even if he liked it more than anything in the world, he wouldn't be able to say it right now anymore.
I think he's in the same spot I am. It's more enjoyable just to watch and make fun of the damn show than actually try to care about it.
Happy baby.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I suppose we should let Bird get his stream ready to go. I gotta grab some lunch, and I guess Joseph, you want to say anything before we take off here?
Anything?
Awesome, Bird.
I'll see you guys at 4 o'clock.
Sounds
Bed
good.
life.
Okay. Right, take care, Cinnamon.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks,
take care, guys, in the chat.
Hanging out, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.